epidermis. Epidermis is what? It is the outermost layer of cell. It is an outermost layer of cell. It is usually made up of a single layer of cell. In some plants living in very dry habitats, the epidermis may be thicker. Since what is the function of this epidermis? Its function is protection. Protection against water loss. That is protection against water loss. The entire surface of plants has this outer covering called epidermis. It protects the plant. It protects the all part of the plant. Epidermal cells have a waxy, water resistant layer on its outer surface called cuticle. Again, its function is protection. Second, mechanical stiffness. Second is mechanical injury or mechanical stiffness, or it also protect plant from invading by any parasitic fungi. So most of the epidermal cells are relatively flat in structure. Often their outer and side walls are thicker as compared to their inner cell walls. Now these pores, here we have noticed a small kidney shaped cells. Small kidney shaped cells are also present. These pores are known as stomata, which is further enclosed by two guard cells. They are necessary for exchanging gases with the atmosphere. And next, a process present here is transpiration. Now, what is transpiration? Transpiration is loss of water in the form of water vapor that takes place through stomata. Now, epidermal cells of the root, whose function is water absorption. That means it will absorb water. For absorption of water, they bear long hair-like structures, hair-like parts that will increase the absorptive surface area. That will increase the absorptive surface area. So next we have complex permanent tissue. Next we have complex permanent tissue. So there are different types of tissues we have discussed. So first of all we have discussed simple permanent tissue. Next is complex. Complex means that is made up of more than one type of cell. That is made up of more than one type of cell, or these cells coordinate to perform basic functions. For example, xylem and phloem. Xylem helps in conduction of water, whereas phloem helps in conduction of food. Now, xylem consists of tracheids, vessels, xylem parenchyma and xylem fibers. The cells have thick walls and mostly they are dead cells. Okay, tracheids and vessels, these are tube-like structure, tubular structures. For example, if we are talking about tracheids, here we have some pits. This is a diagram of tracheids with small pits are present. Small pits are present. These are tubular structure, tube-like structure. They allow them to transport water as well as minerals. That will allow transfer water and minerals. Second, here we have another type of structure having small circular pits present. It's known as vessels. There are also tubular structures that help in transport of water and minerals vertically. Then we have xylem parenchyma. Xylem parenchyma, function of xylem parenchyma is it store food and help in sidewise conduction of water. Then its fibers are mainly supportive in function. Then we have phloem, that is also made of 4 type of elements, that is sieve tubes, companion cells, phloem fibers and phloem parenchyma. So here we have one structure of phloem representing sieve plates and hole structures here. So this type of structure is formed by parenchyma, is formed by phloem. First of all, these tube-like cells, these cubular structures, this is known as phloem parenchyma. Beside it, a companion cell is present. This is known as sieve tube, and here a plate is present called sieve plate. Sieve tube, if you examine the structure, these are tubular cells with perforated holes, perforated holes. So phloem is unlike xylem, but it can move in both directions. And it transport food from the leaves, as food is made in leaves in the mesophyll, from the leaves to other parts of the plant. Okay, so this is the end of plant tissue.